Hey everyone, in this video we're going to be covering the veins in the thoracic region. One thing that you're really going to want to understand in this part is when it comes to the blood flow coming back into the heart, you're going to want to really pay attention to this bottom half of this picture. So this is going to be important due to the fact that you're going to be taking in food, right? You're going to be ingesting food. Your body is going to start absorbing that as it gets into your intestines. And since this is foreign, your body's is going to want to detox it. It's going to want to make sure it's safe, right? So it's not going to just pump it right back into the heart. It's going to want to filter it through your liver. So if you can keep that in mind, that when it comes to the blood flow back from below the diaphragm, it is gonna it's gonna come through the liver. Um, Unless you're looking at like the blood flow coming from the legs, anything in your abdominal region, right in here, is going to go through that liver. So keep that in mind. But let's go ahead and dive in and look at the numbers. So we need to imagine that we have our heart right here. Okay. So here's our heart. Number one is going to be that superior vena cava, while number two is going to be the inferior vena cava. Okay. And then number three is going to be our esophagus back here. And then number four, that is going to be our brachiocephalic veins. Okay. And then I apologize, this is colored wrong. This needs to be right here. So this is part of 6 right there, just so you know, because this is part of the lymph system draining in. So number 4, brachiocephalic veins. Number 5, that's going to be your internal jugular vein. Number 6, that is going to be your subclavian vein. Number 7, just like we did on the arteries, here is your posterior intercostal veins. But this is not bilateral. This system is not bilateral like it is in the arteries. So we have these posterior intercostal arteries right here, okay, where they all drain into a similar uh, vein, which is going to be number 8. Number 8 is going to be the azygous vein, and this is going to drain directly back here into the superior vena cava. Whereas on the left side, we're going to have these differently labeled. Okay, so number 9, that's going to be our hemiazygous veins. And then number 10, that's going to be our accessory hemiazygous vein. While 20 is going to be our superior intercostal vein. Moving on, um, we need to look at the fact that we have this number 9, this number 10. They are going to eventually make their way over to the azygous. We call this junction between 9 and 8. So our azygous and our hemiazygous, that junction right there where number 11 is, that's going to be our azygous hemiazygous junction. Kind of a mouthful, but that's what that's called right there that we need to know. And then moving below the diaphragm, which is number 13. So here's our diaphragm. If you've watched the artery video that I did, I had to draw that diaphragm clear down here. And you'll know that I told you that was in the wrong spot, but it was just so you could have it in there so you could get the superior pharynx. But that's besides the point. So we have the liver right here, which is number 12. 13 diaphragm. 14 is that's going to be our hepatic portal vein. So we're going to have these different veins, and they're all going to drain into this hepatic portal vein. That's going to be a key one that comes up into the liver. All right. Coming into that hepatic portal vein, we have 17, which is going to be our splenic vein. We have 18, which is going to be our superior mesenteric, and then 19, which is going to be our inferior mesenteric. Kind of skipping ahead here, so we have our abdominal area right here. Okay, superior mesenteric, that's going to be the blood supply for all of this on this side, on your right side. Whereas number 19, that inferior mesenteric, that's going to be all over here on this side. And we'll see that in a further video. But just so you can start to picture which blood flow these are getting, if that makes sense. And remember, these veins right here, they're all draining blood that needs to be filtered. That's why it's going to the liver. So it's not going straight back to the heart. It is literally getting filtered, then back to the heart. This green thing right here, it's not numbered, but that's going to be your cisterna chyli. That's part of your lymph system. So we have 14, that hepatic portal vein, and then you have your hepatic veins, number 15. 15 is what your liver drains the blood after it's been filtered back into the inferior vena cava and takes it back up to the heart. 16, that's going to be the thoracic duct, and that is going to be right here, part of the lymph system, and you can see it's getting that lymph from cisterna chyli coming up right there. This is going to be your right lymphatic duct, if you did not have that labeled. But that is it for this video. So that's going to be all of the veins in your thoracic area. Hopefully the video helps. Please like it if it did. If you did need the numbers for the book, that's going to be pages 106, 187 through 188. Okay? And we'll see you guys in the next video. All right, I just want to give credit where credit is due. These are the books and the resources I used for the videos. So first we have Essentials of Human Anatomy by Dr. Kurt Walker. We then have Essential Clinical Anatomy by Keith L. Moore and M.R. Auger and Arthur F. Daly. I also used Structure and Function of the Human Body by Mark Nilsson and Jamie Garbett. The last book I have is The Concise Book of Trigger Points by Simon Neil Asher. And then I used the app called Complete Anatomy. As you've seen from the videos, it's amazing. If you can afford it, I suggest it. It's such a useful tool when learning this stuff. So that's it. Have a good day.